What up, y'all? I'm making this video on a more serious note. I want to get some people's opinions on what they think I should or shouldn't do. So I'm pretty sure we're dealing with our first stalker type of situation. Earlier I was on live swimming with the kids on YouTube, and somebody came out of nowhere and said, "Hey, I know right where you live. I want to know if I can go swimming with your kids." Thought that was a little weird. I started asking them some questions. They actually gave an address that was a few doors down from where I live, so that realized that they knew a little bit of something. So after a little while, them not being able to answer some other questions I asked, everyone in the chat was telling me to block them, so I did. Well, what ended up happening was another person came in about 5 minutes later and said, "Hey, that same person with the same name was messing with my kids and following them home." Well, now that I'm thinking of it, I don't see how that could correlate together at all. How could they know that same name if it's a name on YouTube, but as the people who follow their kids? So now everyone in the chat was telling me don't trust this person. I get to talking to her. She's saying, "I seen her on the bridge one day and I moved out the way for her to walk past," which was possibly true because I have a memory a few weeks ago of that exact thing happening. I said, "Are you white, black, or mixed?" She said mixed, which was true. So I'm like, I said, "Well, what's the name of the park you was by?" And she goes, "I can't remember because I'm not from around here. I just moved here." So then I start wondering, like, scammer, I'm not sure. So I just kind of go along with it. She gets, I told her to get a hold of me on TikTok. Now, this is where all the excuses come. She says, "I got a phone, but I can't talk, only text. I got a Facebook, but I can't use Messenger. Something else." Well, then I'm like thinking, well, I want to talk to you on the phone instead of just message. I want to see if you're really a female or if you're this man that as soon as I blocked him 5 minutes later, you jumped in my chat. Like, it was just strange. And what's the odds of two people being in my area right here in my neighborhood saying that they know where I live? So after we're going back and forth, all of a sudden she says, "I have a number you can call, here it is," and sends it to me. Now it's 12 digits. I talked to one of my people and a family member. They both say the same thing, that sometimes scammers and hackers will send these different digits like that, and when you call it, it gives them access to your phone pretty much, and that was possibly what was going on. So I wasn't sure if this was someone trying to scam us or if this is some kind of chomo or sex offenders type of situation. So I ended up having we went online and seen that there's two people who live on one street over. Also, while I was on live, some guy I've never seen with like long, kind of scraggly hair, he kind of looked kind of grungy and whatnot, almost like he might have been homeless. He comes riding by on a bike. I found that strange because I've been around here a while. I ain't never seen him. He rode by once, then he came back again about 2 minutes later. Now, as that's happening, my kids are seeing that there's two people who are on the registry list that live one street over. The amount of time it took him to go by the first time and go by the second time would have been the perfect amount to go down and around the block. So I start piecing all that together. We go on a walk, looking for him. Everybody on lives cheering us on, saying, "Oh, this is content right here," because we were on the hunt for somebody. Matter of fact, that's on my YouTube right now too. But I see my cousin. He lives one street over. So, we get to talking, Stevie. And he ends up telling me, like, yeah, there are a couple people over here. So not only do I got him keeping his eye out, I got both of my neighbors on each side keeping their eye out. And me and my girl and our kids are going to have a talk when she gets home tonight. Taking some extra precautions to make sure we protect our family. But I'm just letting this be known because I want people's opinions on what you would do if you was in this position, what you think I should do. Also, a message to this individual, if you're seeing this, because our stuff's private or public, and even though I blocked both of these accounts, I don't know if they got others. And see, I'm just letting you know, you come anywhere near my house or my kids, I'm telling you right now, we are both gonna regret it. Everything that's gonna happen from that point forward is gonna be all bad life choices, and we're both gonna have some regrets in life. I'm just letting you know that, because when it comes to my kids, I would never, ever let anything come in between that. And also on top of that, I would do anything to protect my kids, even if that takes me giving my life for theirs. Now, I'm not saying I want to get in trouble or go back to jail or anything like that. But what I am saying is that I want that to let that be known, that you're going to definitely be regretting it and have a run for your money if you got any kind of idea or plan or anything to do with my kids. I'm going to figure out who you are, no matter how I got to do it. And I'm going to figure out who the people are behind these 2 accounts. So I just wanted to let that be known. People who know me or people who was on my live and they know what was going on, you can reach out to me, whether that's through a comment or if you feel it's something that we need to talk on the phone about, because I'm kind of paranoid about this whole thing. What I would do is use a text now number on my old phone that I don't use with an email that I don't use. So that way, if it was somebody trying to set me up, they're not going to get nothing, because it's an old phone. It's an old email that's not attached to any of my information, and it's a phone number off of text now. I'm only saying that because if somebody that I don't know, whether that's from another state or whatever, wants to reach out and tell me how they think, if they have any idea of what they think is going on, then that would be the only way I would do it, because I'm not using my own information. But people could say I'm being paranoid all they want. That's not what this is. This all legit really did just take place. Then on top of that, I get on YouTube, they commented on my last video of that exact live, asking me why I blocked them. Come to find out, they didn't change their whole YouTube name. The name, the first comment had a certain name. It said Carrie Ann something. Then the second comment, the name was completely different. So they just literally changed their name. But yet they're trying to act like they ain't doing anything suspicious. Like, that's strange. Not to mention that I couldn't reach out to you in any way but through a message. I'm hip to you. Like, you are the first person that was asking to go swim with my kids, saying you was a 9-year-old. And it's the same exact person doing some weird shit. So I'm just letting you know. But yeah, get a hold of me. Let me know what y'all think. And I'll be on here a little later. Stay safe, stay free. God bless.